I didn't know much about Abra, except that it's a province in the northern part of the Philippines, that it is way farther than Baguio, the country's summer capital. I also know that its capital is Bangged. That's the most I can remember from my grade 4 social studies classes. Until I met Zita Benebese, a weaver selling her woven products at the Glorieta Mall in Makati, one June 12 trade fair show. So many locally made products were displayed at the trade fair, but a particular weave caught my eye at the Tingian Abra booth. I eventually bought a set of blouse and tapis. The fabric was made of cotton, hand-loomed, naturally dyed and hand-embroidered. After a year, I saw Zita again at the CCP Pasinaya Trade Fair. They couldn't sell as much, and instead of bringing all the unsold tapis back to Abra, riding the Partas bus line, they left the items with me so I can try to sell it to friends, which I eventually did. Later on, we collaborated with the Fogwang Yuan Manila Art Gallery for a month-long exhibit and fashion show. The exhibit also gave a longer chance for Zita to sell her tapis. Traveling 8 hours by bus north of Manila, I visited the home and family of Zita in the town of Penarubbia in the province of Abra. Zita and her family live near the Tineg River, where they wash their clothes and their woven fabrics. Zita belongs to the Philippine ethnic group called Tingian, also known as Itnegs, or the people who live by the Tineg River. Many trees and plants grow in Penarubbia. Zita's family collects fruits, stems, leaves, barks from the flora surrounding their home. From this, they are able to extract a wide array of colors that are used to dye the cotton threads, which they arrange neatly on the loom. They told me how they discovered the dyes. As far as they can recall, they used to collect the cotton flowers in the fields. Then, they make this into threads and weave them into cloths. It would only be colored white or off-white, but one time, they walked through the forest. Accidentally, their clothes brushed into plants and bushes that marked their clothes with color. Thus, they realized that the plants have pigments that can add color to their white threads. Since then, they continue to take care of their surrounding environment, where they are able to get the colors for their threads. So far, they know of 18 plants that give out different color pigments. Some of the plants are achuete for color orange, yellow ginger or amloy fruit for color yellow, the bark of the mahogany tree for color brown, bayabas for beige, ramas for black, and indigo plant for the color indigo. Zita would sit on the loom for hours, weaving until the threads become a piece of cloth. Their family can weave different patterns using the loom. They can make different designs just by arranging the threads. They would call these patterns binakol, mata-mata, cantarines, pinilian. When they are done with weaving a long piece of cloth, Zita would cut them into pieces and start embroidery by hand. She would use different stitches to bring two pieces of cloths together. She would also put designs on the cloth. These designs are visualization of the things found in their environment. She can embroider patterns depicting a lizard, a toad, horse, or a flower. Some looks like mountains, trees, or sunshine. Some looks like a man and a woman, and a dancing man or a dancing woman. Zita's mother is Norma Agaid Mina. She has an old weave called Ama. It is a tapestry telling the story of the Itneg weave.
In our village, Abra, we can found this art like this Gabriela Silang, the tunnel of Abra, and the two guards at the tunnel because so that they can secure Abra sa in different people who will enter in our Abra. There is an entrance. This is our history. The Dulimaman, the Wadagan, the Inayan, the Kanagkababaguan, Indiman, and Agundalian Baknang. This is one of the myth history of Abra, the first people of Abra. And this is the people in the village or in the mountain. They are trying to get power, more power. That is the reason they are, these are the warrior man, so that you can get the whole village of the area occupied. Before you will enter Abra, you can found the Agdidiam or ritual man, and this is the goddess stone under the tree. Before you will enter Abra, there will they will first ritual, so that if the visitors is bad, they can easily distinguish. They will not let them enter in this province. And this is the man who are making natural dyeing through plants. This is the man who are cleaning the thread after natural dyeing. And this is also the weaving woman who will weave the different kinds of arts like this deer, kabayo, horse, and even this mata-mata. And the connection of this is the sinan kuko or nail, and this is the blanket, Tingyan man. All of this is our art in Abra. This is making tambor or music, because this they are making tadek or dancing the tadek of Abra. They are making feast after the weaving. And this is the Tingyan house. And this is one of our mountain in Abra. We call this the Golden Mountain because of this golden deer. This is the one of the boundary of Ilocos Norte and Abra. And the deer who is going to drink at the fountain water. Plants in rice, and this is the hunter. But he cannot get this one because of this golden deer. The golden deer support this one. So some people who want to hunt this deer, mawawala ba?
Will disappear.
Disappear if you will go to the mountain. Then this is the Abra River of Abra, and this is the one who are no racket as transportation to cross the another barangay or another municipality of Abra. Yes, because this Abra River is the one that boundary divide to another municipality. Yes, this is the mountain, and this is we call this Sleeping Beauty nowadays, and this is Bantay Bulagaw. If you can found some, this is you can easily have rain if you will see this one. There is a clouds over the head of this mountain. We call this Sleeping Beauty nowadays. We call this the wife of Angalo, the Aran. We call that Aran, and boundary of Ilocos Sur and Abra. Ilocos Sur and Abra, Ilocos Norte and Abra. Clouds, raining. Now the whole cloth is we call this Kinamayan because of the art. And also Kambaya because of this lining art also. We call this the tadpole and rice. This is the symbol of our province. Yan. Parang ganoon na.
So, Mother, tell us, when did you start weaving this?
When
At
I'm
what
grade
age?
6.
Grade 6.
1953.
1953.
Yes,
Tapos,
ma'am.
when did you finish it? Like, you finished it in 1 year or?
No, I learned weaving during 1953. Then in attending school, in high school, after attending school, I do the weaving again together with my mother and Lula. Then after several years, when my father get me in Manila to study education, I finished in University of Manila. But I think I love weaving. That's why I returned to the province to start again and begin to weave. And some foreigners went here, so we went. I went as their tourist guide, and we went around the whole province, and even Apayao, Kalinga, we went there to see the art. And after that, I learned that there is an different art of Cordillera people, Cordillera provinces, not only Kalinga, not only Benguet, not only Apayaos, the Gadangs, but also us. Because when I went to Manila before, they told us they cannot distinguish that we are in Abra. We are not, they cannot distinguish easily if I'm Tingyan. They are asking if we are Igorots. That is the reason why we revived this attire, our attire, Tingyan attire, to distinguish us separate from the other Cordillera places. That is the beginning why this revival started again together with the antiques. I collected many antiques from the places we went before.
So you made this, or this was given to you?
Yes,
did you make this?
Yes, I make this meat. I do limaman, wadagan, and kwan. There is a story before the first people of Abra. We call that the wadagan, the first man here in Abra. We don't know if
It's a myth or
yes,
legend.
myth or legend or what or um, or what and he married a woman we call that Durimaman because of the going to take a bath, and he saw this woman, and they start that is the reason why the Tingyan people yes, that is the beginning. Now, when I don't know how to paint, that's why I embroidered the story, and I embroidered also the places of Abra, how they are how they work, what are they doing, what are they dancing, the tader. That's why I embroidered this. Yes. Hindi naman mahirap mag-isip.
Because you get inspiration from your surroundings.
Yes. And also, kasi makakalimutan na.
No? Oo, somebody has to document this.
Yes.
Pero the new generation.
Also this Sinan Kabayo. Sinan Kabayo is special, horse is a special art in our place because that is our seal. You cannot go to another place without this horse because Abra is mountainous. There is no another transportation before. You can even if pag kami namamatay, you cannot easily go to another place to tell them that the pangat or leader or what, but you will use this horse. That is very important to us.
Did you ride?
Yes, before, ma'am. You cannot go to the mountain, but sometimes we are not using this horse anymore, just walking.
Are Philippine products that are beautiful, unique products to be proud of. They are proof that the environment is a source of many colors. The tapis is a symbol of the weaver's industry and creativity. The icons they use tell of rich diversity of the flora and fauna of the land and how it molds people living beside the river, hardworking and peace-loving. I hope one day more people will wear this traditional clothing. Their weave is their way of life.